Good morning.
Hey, how are ya?
Good, good, good. Had a bit of a rough week last week. Came down with that stomach bug that's going around.
Yeah,
kind
you
of,
were.
oh my God. It was in the house because, of course, we've got Bella living here. So we expected to
Mhm.
maybe get stuff that's going around the school. So she had it Sunday night. She got it, took her down Wednesday. Poor Sheldon was throwing up over the bath, over the toilet. It was awful, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm okay. Took me out completely
Oh,
Wednesday. I was like, one of those you do something and then you're so exhausted that you just crawl into your bed and flop.
mhm.
I was like that all day. I slept pretty well all day. Thursday was not too bad, but still I was tired. I went to bed a lot.
Yeah,
Friday, I felt I was back to normal. Saturday, Sunday, I'm okay now. But
yeah,
holy cow, I just got the real tiredness and just not feeling well.
yeah. It was
Hit
a 20
everybody
24
differently.
hour 24-hour stomach flu,
Yeah,
I
but
think.
oh my God, it knocks the wind out of you. But I
Mhm.
look at it as, oh, well, something was telling me to slow down, stop, and take a break for a day.
There you go. Had no choice. Yeah, no, I mean, since kids are back in school and masks have been dropped, like, there's
Mm,
a lot circulating like
yep,
everywhere. It's just us too. The kids already had two colds, and I've been
yep.
okay. Like touch wood, I've been really good. I've been boosting with oregano oil, and
Mm-hmm,
I'm taking zinc lozenges whenever I feel a little tickle coming.
mm-hmm.
But so far so good. I've been okay. John was really really sick. He had like bronchitis, or he had some sort of respiratory virus, but he was like really sick for like 10
Wow.
days, and I missed work and everything. So yeah, I'm happy I didn't catch anything.
Yeah, that like say kids are back at school, but they're not back at school now. They're back
No.
online.
Yes, they are, but I don't think that's gonna last very long, because this morning, the the news that was coming out of the government this morning was that, Ford was saying that if QP is ready to go back to the negotiating table and back out of striking, he's gonna, make sure that that bill that he passed is reversed, and that that they're going to go back and discuss. But I mean,
Mhm.
now he's made himself look like the good guy,
Yeah.
like, oh look, I'm willing to negotiate. I'm gonna remove this illegal freaking bill that I've passed on Friday. If
Yep.
you promise you're not gonna strike and you're gonna take away all your negotiating power. I don't know, man. It's just like it makes him look like the good guy, and QP like the bad guys if they don't go back
Mhm.
to the negotiating table. Anyways, we'll see where it goes. But for now, today the kids are asynchronous, and they're supposed to go back to synchronous learning tomorrow. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
The hate that I've been seeing on some of the posts that we've made, like, oh god, like people are really really upset with the QP for, oh, my kids have done remote learning for like 2 years, and I'm
Yeah.
not doing that again. And, they're really upset. But at the same time, you know what? Like, Ford just gave $400 million to parents,
Mhm.
and, you know, that money should have gone to get a raise to some people. Like, it's insane. Like, they haven't had a raise in quite some time. So,
I know. I know, and a lot of people thought at first, well, they thought it was the teachers, but it's not actually the teachers. It's janitorial and office. Oh, there we go.
yeah, I think he did that because Trudeau called him out asking him to reverse the bill. Very possible.
Yeah.
Very possible.
Well, we'll see how this
Well,
week goes.
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer or a judge, but I think it's very iffy.
Mhm. Well, what
Legally.
else is iffy is our November weather. Holy cow,
Oh my
beautiful.
god.
It's
Yeah, I love it,
gorgeous.
but I hate it at the same time. Like, I love it because obviously it's so nice. Like, you're just going out in
Yeah.
t-shirts in November when it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like super cold right now, and almost, getting ready to snow. Um
I know, and we were at yesterday, well, Sheldon's been at the house, like, trying to get it up. Oh, why is
it's a good
Nolan hiding?
it's a
Good
good
question.
question.
Yeah,
We
good
were
question.
asking the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were out yesterday. He's been out obviously every day. We've pretty well got it closed in. Windows were supposed to be at the end of November. They came in on Friday, so they're going in this week. It's like really exciting because things are happening now. We
Yeah.
may be out there for Christmas. You
Yeah,
never
who
know.
knows?
Meanwhile, we have this weather. We're sitting by the bonfire yesterday with a couple of friends having fun. And my daughter calls me from Calgary. They got minus 16,
Oh, wow.
a good couple of feet of snow warning all weekend. like, so yeah,
Wow.
enjoy this weather, guys, because it is
So
coming.
apparently November 5th was like the warmest November 5th since 1932, I think, something like that in
Wow.
Ottawa. And yeah, and it's not that it's been one day. Like usually you'd have like one day out of,
Yeah.
like one weird day where you'd have, but this has been like a string of days where it's been really, really warm. And
Hmm.
so like I said, I love it, but I hate it at the same time because you kind of, you're looking at it and you're saying, okay, there's something fishy going on with mother nature, because yeah, like it's great to not have to deal with the cold, but at the same time you're looking at um you know global warming and the climate change, and you're thinking, yeah,
Yeah.
well, this can be good news.
Well, we'll see what happens there too. So, like I said, we've got this, and then out west, my kids have got minus 14.
Yep, climate
Yeah,
change is right.
that's very scary.
Hmm.
So, you had a question
I had a question.
for our
Oh,
listeners.
yes. I have a question for listeners. Like, so we've fell back, right? This
Fall back and spring
spring
forward.
forward and fall back. So we fell back this weekend, and I don't know about you, but it totally, like, not in the spring so much, but the fall one, it totally throws me out of whack. Like I'm so lost. Like I'm
Why?
complete.
In what
Well,
way?
I'm first of all, like I usually, okay, so we get an hour more sleep, right?
Yeah.
Which is actually not good for me, because then I just feel like I've slept too much. Because
Mm.
I wake up in the morning, it doesn't register, right? I look at the clock. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Yeah, I'm going back to bed,
Yeah.
and because it doesn't register quite yet. And so I sleep too much. I feel
Oh,
groggy. I feel like
yeah.
I've slept too much the whole day.
Yeah.
And then you get to
4 o'clock.
3:30,
3:34.
and it
Getting.
starts, going down, and you're looking at it and like, freak sakes, this day is taking forever. Like, what? It's just 4 o'clock. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I wish they would do away with that. Like, I know there's been a lot of calls to do away with it.
Hmm.
Um, and it's calling for doing away with the daylight savings, which would be like the spring to now,
Yeah.
right? So we'd
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
we'd still we'd st- but I would argue to keep daylight savings all year. Like,
Yeah.
I hate having one less hour of daylight. Like, I would just be happy if it was daylight saving
Well,
the
that's
whole year
that's
through.
what I noticed yesterday because Sheldon had been out and makes the day way too long.
Hmm.
But he been out there and he says, "Well, come and see how it's looking." And I'm like driving out and it's like 4 o'clock, getting dark. And
Yeah,
I'm like, what is going on here? That's when
yeah,
it hit me. I had forgotten about the fact that we get one less hour of daylight.
yeah. I just completely hate it, and then it takes me a whole week to kind of bounce back. Like, I feel off that week.
It's
And
like
there's
jet
interesting
lag. Jet
there's in
lag.
yeah there's interesting studies that have been done about it. Like, I have some stuff here that says, a Swedish study found that the risk of having a heart attack increases in the first 3 weekdays after switching to daylight saving in the spring.
Weird.
Okay. Tiredness induced by the clock change, though, to be the main is thought to be the main cause of the increase in traffic accidents when you change a clock.
Yeah.
Um,
Foggy
work
brain.
workplace injuries are greater
Oh,
severities compared to other Mondays, and it's linked also to miscarriages in vitro fertilization patients, and it can
weird.
trigger depression. Like, Seriously, I was depressed yesterday. I was like, so,
because it got dark faster.
yeah, it just,
Yeah,
I
it
guess,
didn't.
I guess if we were always on regular time, I
Hmm.
wouldn't feel it because it wouldn't be so drastic, right?
Yeah,
I would get ac- ac- acclim,
accustomed to it.
no, not accustomed,
Acclimatized.
acclimatized. I would get acclimatized to it, little by little,
Yeah,
so I wouldn't feel it, but
yeah, yeah.
just that it goes from being light to being dark, like,
Well, I don't know.
yeah.
Like I say, it didn't affect me that badly, but we'll see.
Well, maybe I have like some sort of there's a disorder. I can't remember what it's called, but has to do with daylight. Like oh my gosh, what is it called? Is it affective
I'm not sure.
daylight affective disorder or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but
Well, when you get less of it, it affects you or something,
yeah.
something like that.
No, there's some people that have this disorder that if they
Huh.
don't get enough daylight, they yeah, they so maybe
Yeah.
I have a little bit of that.
Wow. Well, exactly. Well, we got a couple of comments about it, not too much, but I have a question too. Does anybody know a good dark coffee that
Oh.
doesn't have that bitter aftertaste? Because I am like getting so frustrated. I can't find a nice dark coffee, but a smooth coffee. Everything's got this bitter taste to it.
Mm.
And I'm yet to find. So I thought, instead of wine tasting, we should find somebody that has coffee tasting because
Well, I
I'm getting
do,
so discouraged.
I can't remember the name of it. My bag is it's a big red bag, but I buy the beans and then
Oh,
I grind the beans
yeah, I'm
before I
looking for
brew my
just
coffee.
something for the Keurig, like the
Oh,
pods,
okay.
because I'm
I
not
don't
the
know.
bean grinder kind. But if anybody knows of any decent dark roast, smooth body, because I got one again today. It says smooth body, this and that. It's like bitter taste, bitter aftertaste. So, and
Huh.
I don't use sugar, so I don't want to like unless I put sweetener or something in it, then it's like okay, but I don't want to be doing that. I like it just by itself. So that's my question of the day. I need a good,
Okay. Good coffee.
smooth, dark roast. Yeah.
Yeah, because she mentioned wine tasting because she's getting me wine this morning again, and that's not very good for my liver. Like
Actually, it's a really, it's not good for me either
it's like
because of my acid reflux.
that's our taste test for today, later today.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't find a smooth-bodied, coffee, so I went for wine. But no, it's not I can't drink too much right now of anything because of my stupid acid reflux kicking off. I've gotta be
Mm,
so careful with what I
mhm,
eat or drink.
mhm.
Otherwise, I'm, like, burning for 4 days. I'm getting really, really,
Somebody said contact Starbucks.
well, Starbucks coffee is too strong for
It's
me.
too bold. It's
It's
too, yeah.
too bold. I like dark, but that is too dark. It's too
Y-
much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh well.
I go to Crystal Rock because they have all you can buy one of each, right? So I'm
Yeah.
always going and getting one of this,
Different
one of
ones.
that, and hopefully that one of the ones will be something like, yes, this is it. Not happened yet.
Yeah. Oh well. No, you'll continue doing it. You'll find more. I don't have a Keurig anymore. I gave up on this. Like I was buying
Why?
because I was buying the machines and they were always breaking on me. So I'm just I
Oh,
was like I was tired of I had like at one point I had like three different Keurigs. They were all
oh,
not working. And no matter how much I cleaned them, it was not like they would stop working after a little while. So I just went back to brewing my own coffee and I'm just grinding my beans and it's
well,
much better.
I told you that I got that my machine a year ago, and mine is like the jug and the one
Well,
cup.
that's what I had to.
And it's worked absolutely perfectly. I'm so
Mm,
happy with it.
good for
But
you.
yeah, mine, I was lucky. I got one of the good ones. But then
Yeah.
my other one too, I was having a lot of problems with it. But it was older, had to keep
Yeah.
cleaning it. And then finally it just gives up. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, so we'll see. So hey, I'm contemplating going vegan.
Oh, really?
or
Now,
pescatarian, maybe, but
what a Tarian? What's
pescatarian.
okay, there's too many of these words now. What is pescatarian?
It's vegetarian, but or vegan, but with fish. So
Okay, so
you
vegan is what? No meat?
nothing that had a mother.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Because I know
That
vegetarian
comes from
is
something that had a mother.
oh my God, that's a horrible thought.
How is it a
Eating
horrible
I don't
thought?
know, I never even thought of that. Vegans not eating anything that had a mother. Whew.
Yeah, no eggs, no cheese. Like if it comes from anything that had a mother, you don't eat it. It's only plant-based.
So, but a vegetarian is what? They can what can they eat fish and chicken?
I'm not
Vegetarians or
sure. Like
not?
to quite honestly, I'm just starting to read it, so to read about it, so I'm not sure.
Because I know myself, like I do not need red meat. I
I'm
really can do without it. We eat a lot of chicken and fish, and red meat is just not something we eat very much of anyway. So I'm not sure what we're called here.
So here, vegan diet excludes all meat and animal products, meat, poultry, fish, seafood,
Ooh,
dairy, eggs, whereas a vegetarian diet excludes meat, poultry, fish, and seafood, but you can still have like um, dairy and eggs.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know what we would call ourselves then. We just don't eat much red meat. In
yeah.
fact,
Well,
we hardly eat any red meat.
I started a while ago. Like I've cut most of the red meat out. Like
Mhm,
anytime anything calls for ground beef, I use ground chicken or ground
mhm.
turkey instead. But John likes his barbecue,
Yeah,
and then
his
I discovered
brisket.
that pork is actually considered red meat. I thought it was like a white
Pork?
meat. Pork is
Yeah.
red meat. Yeah,
Wow.
I thought it was a white meat, and
Me
it's
too.
not. It's a red meat, so it's considered a red meat. So it's the same. It's got the same effect on the health as beef does, basically.
Wow.
So, um, yeah, no, um, I feel like I don't know. I'm just like I've been having a bad month health wise,
Mhm.
and I've been thinking, maybe
Change of diet.
it'd be healthier to just yeah. So I've been eating a lot of fruits lately. Like for the
Mhm,
last little while, I always start my day with a bowl of fruit and
mhm,
a bit of yogurt, but there's a lot of inflammation in my body,
mhm.
and dairy is a culprit of inflammation for sure. They know dairy. And I eat a lot of cheese. Like there's cheese on everything
Oh,
here.
really? See,
Well,
I
from
don't.
Italian descent, like cheese
Oh, yeah.
is a yeah.
It's a
So
must.
I got to cut cheese and cut the dairy. I had switched to like in my coffee, I don't use milk or cream anymore. I use almond creamer,
Okay,
so it's almond
okay.
based.
Yeah, almond milk.
But then you gotta make sure you gotta be careful too with the vegan stuff, because like so I'm thinking, okay, so I'm starting to read about everything, and I'm thinking, okay, well, what am I going to do with my yogurt? Because usually I do Greek yogurt on
Yep,
my fruit in the morning.
yep.
So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to find an alternative for the Greek yogurt. So I'm looking for almond or coconut based one, and I found a coconut based uh, fake yogurt. You know,
Ooh,
and I
okay.
bought it, and I'm like, okay, well that's gonna be interesting. So I bought it, but then I didn't look at the content on it at all. And I got home and I looked at the content, and it had like so much saturated fat. It was not
Oh,
even funny. So I'm like, okay, well, that's not good either. Like I can't get all this fat. Like my liver won't be happy with me.
exactly. We don't eat any bread in this house.
Hmm.
Very little pasta. I don't have sugar at all. I've cut a lot of stuff too because of my reflux, and I mean, I've got fibromyalgia too. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what I have, and even though I thought it was Band-Aid, like I've read so much and everything that they say I've got. So my thing is too, I'm just looking at the way I eat, my lifestyle, try and get more exercise in and stuff.
Mhm.
Because nothing's gonna change if we don't change. So we'll just be the same. So and then with my acid reflux, I mean, I'm close to needing surgery, but then they say the surgery is 60% successful. So really, don't I, or do I just try and eat other stuff? And then when you
Mhm.
look at the list of stuff that you shouldn't eat if you have acid reflux, it starts to
It
get really
Yeah, you got
small.
very little too.
Oh my God, it's so frustrating. But yeah, I've been thinking about that too, like changing diet and lifestyle.
Yeah.
See if that helps. So no,
Yeah.
let me
Yeah,
know
I'll
how
let
it
you know how it
goes.
goes, you know?
Yeah, let me know how it
Um,
goes.
yeah,
But what kind
anyway.
of fruit do you start with? I start mine with muesli and fruit on top. Or lately
Okay.
I've just been eating a yogurt because that's kind of the only thing that doesn't kick anything off for me. It's
So what
weird.
I do is I always, because in this economy, it's really hard to um make your money um
Stretch?
stretch. Yeah,
Yeah.
stretch your money because
Yeah.
it's anyway, so I always go at Food Basics. There's a big tray of discount fruits and veggies
Mhm.
that they have there. So I always start there. I go check there what they have, and then I'll buy some fresh fruits, and then I'll supplement with there's like a couple of well, 3 or 4 bags of frozen fruits that I
Yep.
buy. So I always buy my pineapple frozen,
Okay.
cherries. So I buy pineapple, cherries, and mandarins.
Okay. Yeah,
Those three.
we eat a lot of blueberries, a lot of frozen
Blueberries as
blueberries
well. I do
and
that in frozen.
blackberries because those are supposed to be good for you.
Yeah. So I'll start with that, and then I'll mishmash whatever is on sale. Like I'll
Mhm.
just grab whatever's at discount, and I make a big bowl. I always have a huge bowl of fresh fruit in
Mhm.
the fridge ready to go. So
Mhm.
and that's
Good.
what I eat for my breakfast.
What about nuts? I eat a lot of nuts,
I don't eat
except
enough
for peanuts or
nuts.
cashews, because those are not healthy for you. I
Yeah, I
love
don't eat a
nuts.
lot of nuts because there's a high fat content in there as
Yeah.
well. But I mean, it's good fat. Oh, sorry, Jesus, there's a bug on my
Don't start
screen.
yawning. Do not start yawning. You'll set me
So
off.
here's
Mm.
I have these everywhere in my office,
I
like
had one walking
bug
around the other
elders,
day.
bug
One,
elder bugs.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so I don't eat enough nuts, but I'll start implementing them more, and beans, and try
yeah,
to get my
it's
protein elsewhere. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna first start by cutting out the dairy to see where
mhm.
that gets me.
Yeah.
Um, and see how it goes, and I might still do the chicken. Mateo was laughing because on Friday I went to pick him up, and then we stopped at Wendy's on the
Okay.
way back home. So I go to the cash and I ask, "Do you have any vegetarian options? You have like a vegan patty?" Well, you're laughing, but a lot of people are offering
Well,
it
they
now.
are.
You go
Yeah,
to
they
Burger
are.
King, they have one.
Yeah.
So I asked, "Do you have any vegan option?" And he goes, "Nah, not really. We don't really have anything like that." And I'm like, "Okay, well then just give me a grilled chicken." And so Mateo was like, "Well, this guy must think you're a real vegan."
Jeez.
Just taking the chicken instead. But no, so maybe I'll just keep eating like fish and chicken maybe, but
Yeah, try that. No, regarding dairy, like the only dairy I put is a little bit of milk in my coffee. But my
well, you said
mother's,
yogurt.
yeah, yogurt too. You're right. My
You
mother
don't eat
keeps,
cheese?
no, no, once in a while. I mean, we had
I
cheese
love
at our
cheese.
meeting that week, and that was kind of the first cheese I'd had in a long time
Mm.
when we had our little
Yeah, cheese is life, man.
lunch.
I love having like a big tray of cheese, but I feel it the next day.
Oh, do you? Well, do you know
Hmm.
that cheese is really a if you don't have toothpaste handy and you need to clean your teeth, eat some cheese.
Really?
Yeah, I found that out because whenever Christopher got diagnosed with diabetes when he was 10, and there's so many different things we were finding out because we had to watch again what he ate. It's more carbs and put everything in different amounts, and that was one of the things that they taught us at Chio. and he was very big on his
Interesting.
teeth. Yeah, so after you eat, just eat a piece of cheese and it
Well,
helps clean your teeth, apparently. I don't know.
very interesting.
Just do not rely on that though.
Yeah, no, of
Still
course
use
not.
your toothbrush.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
so many different things. It's always a life is a learning curve.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I have a couple of questions, but I mean, I just want everybody to know there is, let me just find out. We've got little events here and there in our November Seeker, which has our new mayor and his lady
Mhm.
friend, like his girlfriend on the front. So I'm anxious to see how that all pans out because
Well,
they get sworn in on the 15th of November.
we just got the invite this morning, actually. I was just looking at it before we came in. It says that, hold on, where is it?
It looks like a good
No,
group of
it's not.
councillors and the new mayor, so it's going to be an interesting 4 years. Exciting.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, invitation, inaugural council meeting on November 15th at
Hmm.
7 p.m. in Salon B.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah, we'll be there for
oh,
sure.
definitely.
Mhm.
We had so much to do with the elections as and covering all the candidates and stuff, so I feel like we have to be there
Yeah,
because
absolutely, for
we know
sure.
them all by like so you know all their personalities. I ran into Sid Gardner yesterday too, and that's the bad part. When I'm out doing deliveries, it takes me so long because no matter where I go, I run into somebody.
Yeah, well, that's
It
not a
whe
bad
whether
part.
No, it's not, whether I want to or not. We had a really good chat, so that was
Mhm.
very interesting. So
Cool.
I was out, putting them at Shortline Convenience in the West End, where we have our
A
little
box now.
distribution box. So,
Mhm.
folks, if you're out in Riverdale and that end, you can now pick up the Seeker in the Seeker distribution box at Shortline Convenience.
Yeah.
So that's
Hey,
great.
so
Oh, let me just, I was going to
finish.
tell everybody about the Remembrance Day parade and service too, because of course that is this Friday, the 11th.
Mhm.
And the parade starts at the Royal Canadian Legion at 10:30 and goes to the Cornwall Cenotaph on Second, where they have the geez, the remembrance service.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's happening. That's very important.
Yep. Okay. So and then this Wednesday on the 9th there is the 100 Women Who Care.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if they stopped taking people at 100 but so this is happening on Wednesday, and it is, hold on, I'm trying to find it right now. So basically, the concept is that you get 100 women together
Hmm.
who give each $100 towards a cause. That's $10,000 that day that goes to a charitable organization in the area. So this function has been put on pause during COVID, of course, like
Yeah.
so many of the stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's starting again this Wednesday. They've started it again for 2022. So 100 women giving $100, and then some organizations gonna get away with $10,000 that day. So that's awesome. It starts at 6 p.m. and it's at, I believe
Best
it's at the Best
Western, you said.
Western.
Yeah.
I think so. Like, I'm not even sure now. I'm gonna have to look. But you can go to the website Women Who Care Cornwall .jimdo.com, and then you can click on join us, and you can fill the form, and then you can participate in
So
that
it's
day.
Women Who Care Cornwall. What?
Dot Jimdo, Jimdo, Jimdo,
Okay.
Jimdo,
Okay.
maybe Jimdo,
Okay.
Jimdo.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
And then, of course, on Wednesday, we have Shop the Blocks as well going on downtown Cornwall.
correct.
So that is from 5 to 9. Stores are open longer, so go venture downtown. It's really nice because, of course, it's darker and all the stores are lit up, and it gets festive, and
Yeah,
I like that event. There's
it's
usually
beginning
music
to
on the
look a
corner.
lot like Christmas.
It is. Well, no, not right now. Not when you look outside, it's not.
No,
But
that's
it's
true.
it's just when it snows, then I start getting in the
Yeah.
mood for Christmas, really in the mood. But the other question again, a lot of people are asking, when do you put up? When's the right time to put up Christmas
Well,
decorations?
we've gone through this before. It's
But
not before
Remembrance
Remembrance
Day,
Day.
and then a lot of people I was looking put them up before Remembrance Day because again, it makes a lot of the veterans happy too to see the decorations go up. So there's a lot of different opinions. I think again, it's you can put them up, but don't turn your lights on before Remembrance Day, turn them on after. But again, does anybody have any opinions on that? When is the right time to start putting up Christmas decorations?
I don't know.
Lot of questions here today.
I think that it's disrespectful before Remembrance Day. I don't know about all that they like to see. It
Yeah, I
makes
was
them happy to see, like, it makes them happy to see the decorations on the 12th as well. It's I don't think it I don't know.
Yeah, I was just noticing there's a lot of people were commenting that that question came up on Facebook, and there's a lot of
Uh-huh.
people had, answers one way and the other way. So I was just curious. I just with this weather right now, I'm not even in
I
the
don't
mood to
even
start putting
yeah.
anything up because it's too nice. I start off with anything to do with snow, and
Yeah.
then December 1st I put up like Santas and stuff like that. But before that it's like snowmen and snowflakes and stuff like that. So I start with that in November
I
just to.
don't see anything just yet behind you, so
Oh, no, I don't. I haven't see Hello Autumn is still up at the top. I didn't even take down that.
you
Yesterday I got around to finally doing the front yard. I cut down all the perennials and cleaned all that up. I just haven't gotten around to doing any of that. And the back,
Mhm.
well, that's a good 3 days work, but I
Yeah, I
just.
put my gazebo away last week, and so it's starting to change. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did my back patio too because I've got the big patio hibiscus. It's in the house now because the first sign of frost, you leave that
Mhm.
out and it's gone. And I've had it now. It's year number 13. I take it in, bring it, in, out, and it's beautiful.
Mhm.
So that's in the house. My problem now is I have no idea where I'm going to put my Christmas tree because I've got so many plants. I just don't
Mm.
know. And then, of course, Sheldon did not fill, he didn't allow for all my plants in the tiny house. So that's going to be a real problem. I have no idea what to do with them.
Don't you have a big bay window you'll be able to put
We
them on?
do, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough room because the dining room table sits in front of that.
No.
Everything is like this, like this. Everything is
Everything has its
placed.
space. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure
No
how
room
we.
for anything
No.
superfluous.
Yeah.
So on the 19th is Santa. Santa Claus
It
coming to town.
is. It
Yes.
is. I
Santa
know.
Claus is coming to town on the 19th this year. And of course, like we've done so many years before, the Seeker is going to be streaming the whole thing. And this year
Hmm.
we're going to have it a little different because I think we're going to use StreamYard to do it. So we'll have a few camera angles, and Mai-Liis is going to be here. I'll be here. So we'll have more than one person handling the whole thing. So
Yeah, that was my question. Are we doing it? But I guess we are. You just said
yes,
so.
we are. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's nice because usually on that day we're doing a wedding, so Saturdays I'm not available. But look, I have marked it.
Oh, there you
Here,
go.
here we go. Santa
There
Claus
you
parade.
go.
I am officially
You're
there.
officially booked.
Yeah, we've got a few Christmas parties coming up, but that one we're okay.
Yeah,
As long
yeah.
as nobody books us, we're still okay right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
another thing coming up November the 12th, which is this Saturday, you've got Big Brother's Wing It for Kids' Sake. So it's a wing night at the Knights of Columbus. Your ticket cost is $35 per person, includes I'm can't talk. 12 chicken wings, fries, dessert, and entertainment. And for ticket information, please contact Cornwall at bigbrothersbigsisters.ca. So again, it's a fundraiser. So that's on the 12th. There's a lot of different craft shows and stuff going on too. I'm like, there's a lot, and every time I open Facebook, there's a new one popping up. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
again,
that's all back in full force. Like it's
it
full
is. It's
force.
all
Yeah.
back in person. I'm actually seeing more people wearing masks lately. I don't know about you, but the stores I'm going to, I'm seeing a lot more people with the masks on.
I think I noticed as well that there's a little more, and I'm doing more because there's a lot of reports of a lot of
Mhm.
different RSVs and
Mhm.
pneumonia and flus and
I'm still always wearing mine. I just got into the habit of it, and then getting back in the car, sanitizing my hands. Like I'm just in the habit, so I've been doing it. And then I was telling Bella too, like, because of course she's 14, going on 15. Masks are, not at all. You don't have to wear a mask. But I said even in the winter, you'll notice if you put your mask on, you don't need a big scarf around your face, even though you know what kid wears a scarf anymore,
no.
and who wears a coat? Goodness,
What kid wears a jacket anymore
exactly, who even wears a coat? It's not cool. But I
or
find in the
boots?
winter, going for a walk in the winter, put a mask on and your face stays warm
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah,
so
it does. We used to when we used to hike in the wintertime, like it was super practical because
yeah,
kept warm with your mask.
it's true. Yeah, these poor I'm and she's one of them. I'm looking at the St. Joe's, uniform, and like in the winter, like I'm sitting in here cold and just cold looking at them. They've got their little skirts, their little socks, and their little shoes, and then their legs are bright red, frostbitten, but
Hmm.
you can't put anything on them, most of them, because it's not cool. I remember we had uniforms in
Yeah.
England though, and we did things like that too. Not quite the same. You wear a blazer, which is a jacket, but you're not gonna put a coat on. Goodness,
Hmm.
that's not cool.
Mm.
So, we lived it too.
Why am I so pixelated today?
You are
I
pixelated compared
know.
to
I
me.
don't know what's going on. Maybe my settings are off. Let me check if oh, I'm in low definition. Let
She's
me
just
see.
definitely gone completely. Oh, there she is. Oh, yeah, you're better now. You're not low definition.
There we go. That's a little better.
And then before we do any taste test or something, I don't want to forget about this. You will start seeing the little I don't yeah, there it is. I'm putting it on. I can't show you the official box because I'm still waiting for 2 hats from you. So
Well,
you're
I
gonna
don't have the hat, so
so
I
you can't
mean,
find them, eh? Oh,
no.
yours is that awesome. So you're gonna see a few stores with this on their counters because the Santa ballot draw is back again. So
Yep.
we've got it at Harvest, both Harvest locations, Gordon Jewelers, Bud's Records, Celtic Treasures, Fantasy Realm, Tickle Your Fancy, Squire Shop, Mrs. B's, and Dazzling Costumes. So every time you make a purchase at any of these places, you're
And
going to be
Versacore. Did
given,
you say Versacore?
oh, Versacore, yes, of course. Anytime you make a purchase, you get a little slip of paper with some directions on how to enter your name. Go on our website or give us a call if you don't have a computer, and your name gets put into the draw, which we will be doing on our Facebook page show on December the 19th.
Correct
So
mundo.
yeah, so it's exciting again. We've got 2 months, almost 2 months of putting your name in. So the more you shop at these places, the
Yep.
more chances you're going to get to win.
Yep.
And the person will be drawn from a certain store, so the individual gets 250, and the store that whose name it is pulled from gets 250 as well. So
That's right. It's a
it's a
win-win.
little kind of Christmas present
Yep. It's a
for
win-win
everybody.
situation.
It is, and it gets people to shop at these stores that they may not usually go to, because that's the main
Mhm.
thing,
Mhm.
is just to go and check out what's at these stores. And I don't know if you've been to Tickle Your Fancy. the new
Yes, I have.
store, 225 Pitt Street, pretty well next to Fantasy Realm. There, it's amazing. He's got so many things in there, and now he's got Japanese food in there, Japanese
Oh,
snacks. Yeah, he's got a lot of anime stuff. Because of course, I went in there to drop his ballot box and took
yeah.
a peek. So he's got Japanese food. He's got I think he's got food from Denmark and different. It's just a lot of different interesting things that you wouldn't usually find.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing a lot of stuff from Sweden.
Yes, actually, I think it was Sweden.
Yep.
But again,
Okay,
a lot of local, artisan things and international stuff. So check it out.
great. And this Wednesday, no, this Thursday, Thursday the 10th, we have our big thing starting. So we are starting these community action talks,
Yeah.
where we want to try to engage the community, engage the population into trying to pinpoint problems and brainstorm to find solutions on them. Like, for example, this Thursday, we will be tackling healthcare and talking about healthcare and the state of healthcare in our community. Like, there's a lot of things happening in the world right now that we have very little control over. But
Hmm.
if we get together as a community and prepare as a community, then if we can implement a support system,
Yeah.
um, maybe we can take matters in our own hands and start, to plan for the future. Like, there's a lot of, I think we're going to see a lot of hardship in the next few years. Like, inflation is going to be a problem, and yeah. So anyways,
Yeah.
we'll
It's
try to discuss these things and try to find solutions and try to find ways to build a little network system within our community, so we can be a little ahead of the curve when things happen.
Yeah, so it's going to be on our Facebook page again and on our YouTube at 7 o'clock on Thursday. We're starting this community action talks, and we're going to be joined by Louise Mignot, who's our opinion writer. She's very
She's got a
interesting.
strong
She's got a
opinions.
lot of opinions. Yeah, she does. So, and we invite listeners to join us, and
Yeah,
it's an
come and give
interactive
us
show.
your there's going to be people sharing their ideas
Yeah,
or their experience about, healthcare. I'll share what I've been through this past
yeah.
month, and
Yeah, because healthcare has touched all our lives. I mean, it's especially the fact that a lot of doctors are retiring, downsizing. We're losing our family doctors. I am, and so is Louise. So yeah, it's really affecting a lot of people in different ways. But
yeah.
then on Thursday as well, at the Klein House Gallery on Second Street, 204 Second Street, is the opening of the Merry Minis holiday show, because they have a lot of artists are making smaller paintings that you can purchase for Christmas gifts.
Mhm.
Because a lot of paintings can range from 500 to $1,500, and it's
Mhm.
not something then everybody's reach. But around Christmas, they make smaller versions that are affordable for Christmas gifts. So it's a great chance to go and check out all the local artists.
Well, I'm sure you're going to go and check it out and do
Well,
one
I'm
if
like,
you're out and about with that.
I'd love to go to the opening, but it's at 7 o'clock. We're going to
Oh
be
yeah.
doing our show. I think it's usually on from 7 to 9. So
Yeah.
again, we have no idea what time our show is going to finish, because we're
Mhm.
just doing a starting time and see how it goes, kind of thing, for that show.
Yep.
So yeah, check that
All
out
right.
too.
Well, I guess it's just about time for.
For
Well,
I cheated and opened mine. I'll watch
you
you
did,
open
eh?
yours. Yeah.
Well, I gotta open mine because I haven't. I thought it was gonna be a twist top, and then I was like, oh,
Well, no, a good wine is not a twist off, Julia.
I don't know if that's true
When you
anymore.
have a cork, it means it's a good wine.
I don't know if that's true anymore. Okay, it's open.
All right. So
So,
a while ago, we tried a wine called Sea Buckthorn.
mhm.
And Julia said, Yee, that's not a breakfast wine. So then I was at the farmer's market on the closing day and I went back to the winemaker and he has a maple berry that he says it's a breakfast wine. And actually, a lot of people pour it on their breakfast pancakes. So I said, okay, that's good. Julia should like a breakfast wine instead. So we're going to try it.
All right.
Although I had a smell of it and it's got a very strong smell.
Got a
Like I
very
smell,
strong berry smell.
yeah,
I
it's
don't even
quite
smell
strong.
the
So
maple. Okay, so you ready?
mhm. Oh, you got a fancy little glass too.
Okay,
One,
1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
Oh, I couldn't smell the maple, but I can taste the maple. Oh, wow.
This is actually quite nice. I find the other one was kind of bitter and had a very strange taste, but this is
This is
it's
really
it's
nice.
kind of bitter but yet sweet at the same time.
Mm.
Mm,
That is very you can
you've
taste
got
the maple.
it's a weird taste though because it's kind of a strong but yet sweet and I can't describe it taste. It's good.
It's berry and maple. It's
It is good. It's actually 10.5% alcohol, so try not to drink any more this morning.
no, gotta keep on working, so
Yeah, it's good. Now, I learned a very interesting fact too over the weekend. So you have a clear bottle and mine is frosted.
yeah, why?
Okay, here's the thing. I called him yesterday. It's from I I always say this wrong. You say the name of the place. You got the label. It's in the bag. I put it in the bag for you.
Oh, well, I don't Les Vergers Villeneuve.
Yeah, Blueberry Farm.
Yeah.
So I called him yesterday too because I know I was like, why do I have a frosted and a clear? So what he told me was right now, as in every other department, there's a shortage. There's a shortage of bottles. And
Mhm.
this is not his normal way of bottling things either. So I found out that there's different names for different bottles. And right now, all the bottles used to come from China, which they're not anymore. So
Mm.
there's an acute shortage of bottles. So the original bottles that he used were actually shorter and wider. Here it is. I like this one, but people were saying that it's tippy. It's so tall and tippy.
Yeah.
Then the other problem is too when you put the cork back in it, it's hard to get it in the fridge. It won't stand even in the
Oh.
door. Your fridge door won't close. So it's not practical, but it's the only bottles he can get right now. So the other bottles were called Renana that he prefers to use, which are not available at all. And this one is called Bellissima.
Bellissima.
I didn't even know that bottles had
It's
different names. I was
bellissima.
telling him that. But
Bellissima.
but I find it's visually more attractive, but it's not
It
practical.
is. It's super tall.
I love it.
Like,
I think it looks so
it's
neat.
beautiful. Yeah,
It is.
it's
But try putting it
beautiful
in your
bottle.
fridge door. You're not going to close your fridge.
Well, my door is kind of tall, so
Yeah, mine's
it's gonna fit.
yours will fit. Mine's a regular fridge door, so it won't close. So yeah, he says due to the COVID, there's a huge bottle shortage. So what happens is a lot of the vineyards take a truck and then they have to drive miles to go get bottles from anywhere right now. So basically, right now they use whatever's available.
Mhm.
It's awful. Like you go in a grocery store, half
Mhm.
the shelves are still empty.
Mhm.
And then there's a paper shortage too, as we can attest to when we go to print.
Yes,
So
it's
very,
like there's a
very
shortage in
strange.
everything. It's
So
awful.
like you say, life, there's a big change coming. So
Uh, I was in the States on Friday um at the Walmart over there,
okay.
and the the whole milk section like was completely empty.
Oh my goodness.
Like there's I don't know.
It's weird. I
What?
was in the store, the cereal sections got great big gaping holes in it too here.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then the independent had meat, like the meat counters were
We never
they
used to see that
no, we didn't.
happening.
We
It's like,
didn't. Everything was fully stocked. You never saw this kind of thing. So it's kind of scary.
yeah.
And who knows why? We don't know. But there are, on a positive note, we always have to go to the positive. Two new stores open at Cornwall Square
I
this
saw,
past little
I
while.
went yesterday. I saw that there's one called Urban
Urban
something.
wear, urban
Urban Wear.
wear. And I went, look what I got. I usually like my thrift store shopping, but I couldn't resist. They're like
Oh,
jeans,
nice.
but they're leggingses. And I kind of, it reminded me of sunflowers. It's daisies, but I bought that. So it's got it printed like all the way through
Yeah,
in different spots.
nice.
And they're like thicker too, like so they're fleecy inside. So I picked up those. They had different kinds. And then Floral Expressions Christmas shop is opened
Oh, I
in the
didn't
mall
notice
too.
that one.
Yeah.
Was
I
it
just
downstairs?
I think they're downstairs
Okay.
and the urban wear is upstairs.
Okay. Well, you know what's
So
coming to the mall?
Cornwall Square, what is coming? I think I know what you're talking to
Sip
say.
and Scoop.
Oh, yes, I saw that too. And then, of course, the marketplace is going to, I don't know if it is already open, but again,
Mm-mm.
the individual little craft vendors go in that area.
Yep.
And on the Focus Art Fall Show is going to be coming at the end of the month, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. You're
Okay.
going to see the art gallery opening in the old the GameStop
Okay.
on the second floor. I like that because again, you walk in, it's interesting. There's usually so many different art forms in there. So they're
Wait,
getting ready for that
GameStop is
too.
gone?
What's that?
Wait, GameStop is gone?
Oh God.
I
Many
didn't even
years
know.
ago.
No. I was
Well, I
there
thought
just
so.
not many years ago. I was there just like a few months ago with my son.
Oh really?
Pretty sure. Unless time flies by that much.
It flies
I don't
by
know,
because
but
there's a lot of stores are gone. Like every second store seems empty. It's nice to kind of see
it's
some
crazy.
coming back.
I was there with Mateo yesterday, and we were discussing, like, I think like the era of malls is just completely
Yeah.
over. Like it's not a thing anymore. People don't like malls. They like to go in like big stripes,
Yeah. Strip
of
malls.
strip malls. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird because you would think with us being in the weather we have, like, mind you, now it's nice, but
Yeah. You can't
with
talk about that weather.
with
It's
the
not
snow
normal.
and stuff, you would think that we would prefer indoor malls
Yeah.
than outdoor malls,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
But
I don't know.
again, like, you've got the food court. There's, again, it used to be a meeting place and, the whole mall used to be a meeting place, but now
Yeah,
it's changed. With Focus Art, with the art show, it'll kind of bring people in there again.
yeah.
And I like
Weren't
the
they
art.
supposed to do like residential part of it
I
at
thought
some point
so.
when they bought it? I thought there was discussion of using where the Sears used to be to
I thought so
build
too.
upon and make a residential.
I know. I thought so too, but I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Oh
the
well.
Focus Art Show will be nice there for a couple of weeks too, because I
Yeah.
I find that really attracts the younger people who are in the mall too, which is nice to see
Hmm.
because they're not going to venture into the Klein House or anywhere else. If they're in the mall, they'll
It
kind of walk in.
brings art to the people, so that's
It
kind of
does.
yeah.
It does. So it's a nice touch, but when the marketplace opens too, because again, that's all small individual vendors,
Hmm.
that's nice too, because that's usually open around the Christmas season. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
yeah, I'm looking for a small art show actually, a craft show actually, because my mother's got been doing her rocks and different things too. So I'm hoping that in the next few weeks I can find a show that we can go in that's not too long, because
Hmm.
I find when it's 10 to 4, it's long for her.
Hmm.
Like a 10 to 2 is nice, but so if anybody knows of any shows
Well,
coming up, let me know.
think I think there's one in the Seeker event. page right now that I posted recently. Hold on, let me check. Christmas market vendors wanted on November 12th. It is at where is it? Hold on.
I know there's one at
South
the
Stormont Township Hall,
yeah,
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
yeah. So I was actually thinking of that because we have a wedding that day,
Oh.
but there's always where there's a will, there's always a way. So I thought I could do that with my mom,
Hmm.
and then when I have to leave, my sister can go in and finish the last hour or two with her.
Yeah.
Excuse me, coffee went down the wrong way, and then Jesus, excuse
Or
me,
the acid reflux has kicked in because of the wine.
something kicked off. Yeah, because we have a wedding, like we have a, and that's the only thing I can't go. Good Lord.
Mai-Liis is in distress, people. Mai-Liis is in distress.
All right. Holy cow. Wait a minute. Let's try it.
There's nothing like live TV or live video.
Choking. Well, yeah, I'm
Right?
choking and nobody cares. No, that's the one I was looking at too. So 10 to 2 is great.
Yep. Yeah. All right.
I'm going to check that one
Well,
out actually.
okay. So on that note, I think we're gonna say our goodbyes because Mai-Liis is struggling. So
Yeah, you can see my eyes popping out.
so that's it for us for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you Wednesday, hopefully. Come and join us on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. For our Action Community Talks. And if not,
Wednesday. It's
what
Thursday.
Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yeah,
for
Thursday.
Action Community Talks. And if not, we'll see you next Monday. Have a great day.
And a super duper week.
Bye for now.
Bye.